evening, everyone. This is Julian from Movieville, and we're here at Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival 2017. And this is the launch, and we are here and we're going to see Green Days by the River. It's a drama period film directed by Michael Mulida, and it's based on the iconic novel by Michael Anthony. So we're going to talk to some folks, meet the cast and crew, talk to some guests, and have a really good time. All right, so let's check it out.
I thought he was different, but you just like blasted Joe and all the rest of them drunk. Don't roll me.
Getting too damn lazy, man. There's something to make them get fierce. Listen to me, good Eshel, and you ain't stupid. I love this land too bad, boy. I believe in land. I believe in land. I'm planting the land.
All right, good evening, Mr. Anthony. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
And how are you feeling? I mean, your seminal work being put to screen. How are you feeling tonight?
Well, I feel good about that. Actually, I haven't seen any part of it at all, you see, so I don't know if I get vexed when I...
That's not how it was in the book, you know.
I don't know if I get vexed when I see it. So, but up to now, I am glad, I am happy to be here. Oh, yes.
All right. And I'm wondering, and what have people been telling you? You know, what have the response from, you know, family and friends hearing that it's being turned into a film? What have they been telling you?
Well, I'll tell you what I discovered was a lot of people are excited except me.
Why is that? Why aren't you excited?
I don't know why. I think I better wait and see what is on this on the film. See what's there before. I mean, I might like it, and if I like it, I'll be very happy. Yes.
And I presume with the film coming out, has it been a resurgence of more people running and getting the book?
Oh yes. It has had that sort of effect. People are interested in my other works as well.
Well, I was not going to ask that. I mean, are people thinking of games are coming or in San Fernando as possibly adapting those?
Well, I think my present filmmakers are interested in wanting to know what can they do next of my book, of my works.
So tell us your name and the character you played.
I'm Vanessa Bartholomew. I played Joan.
All right, and tell us about Joan.
Joan is a very headstrong, very confident young lady who is very focused on her future, but she's very sweet and kind-hearted at the same time.
Right. And how much of you was in Joan, or how much did you have to step out of your comfort zone?
I think a lot of me was in Joan actually, because I try to be very confident about myself. I'm very headstrong, I'm very driven and determined, and I think I like to think of myself as a very sweet person as well.
You seem sweet.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so we're here with Nadia Kandai, who's playing Rosalie Gidari.
Rosalie Gidari.
Gidari. I always thought it was Gidari growing up in it. All right, and tell me about the character of Rosalie, for those not familiar.
Rosalie, I feel like everybody read this book, but
Surprisingly, not everyone. I did though.
read it when I was 11. Okay. Rosalie is the daughter of the richest plantation owner in the village, and she's wealthy, she's confident, she's gorgeous, and all the guys like her, and she knows it. So she flaunts it. She flaunts it. She's confident. She just.
All right, and tell me about her relationship with Shell.
That relationship. I think she was interested in him from the beginning, but she didn't want to show it. And there are certain scenes where he would try to express how he feels to her, and she'd brush it off in her usual way, just kind of snub him a little bit. But it's only when another girl captures his attention that she starts to get
a little jealous.
Yeah, jealousy just flares up with her. And she basically tries to get him at any cost.
Amar Jara playing the role of Leonard in Green Days by the River.
Okay, and tell us about Leonard.
Leonard is like the leader of the gang. You know, he comes off as confident, but he's really insecure because he likes, and also he just likes to downplay everybody else in the group so that he can make himself feel better. You know, because especially the fact that he liked the girls that Shell ended up with, and then Shell ended up with the girls. So
You feeling how?
you feeling that kind of how? You feeling that kind of how?
All right, and tell me, what was it like working on this film, all the period, costuming and all that? How was the experience?
It was nice to go back in time and see how children was at that time, at that age, and how they used to dress, the games they used to play, the way they used to speak, the twangs they had. It was different from now, and I liked doing that. I liked embodying that. And also the locations we went, we had a lot of river limes and stuff, and I liked that. Yeah.
Was there curry duck at the River Limes?
We didn't have any corridor.
That's sad to hear. All right, so have you seen a draft? Have you seen anything of the film as yet?
I haven't seen anything. All I've seen is the trailer, and I've seen some stills from them, and that's it. So everything's going to be a surprise to me.
Okay, and what about your family? Are they here out supporting you?
I have my family, yes, and friends. They're all here, you know. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much for chatting with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
And tell me about well, I read the book and I know Mr. Gidari is not the nicer judge. Tell me about playing the character.
Well, you know, it was a very interesting one at that. Mr. Gidari in the book, Green Days by the River, was a person who had a strong character. He was a farmer, he was a hunter, and you know, he worked the land. He was a person, I believe, that was well respected by everybody in the village. Okay, a hard-working, disciplined person. So when Shell came on his estate, you know, he had to
lay down the law.
Lay down the law, so to speak. But you know, it's very interesting because I grew up in a rustic background. I grew up at Tablan, that's very close to Rio Claro. I also grew up at Rio Claro, very close to Mayaro. And my father was a hunter. My father was a proprietor. He worked the cocoa and coffee and rice estates. And I grew up with him on the estate. So, you know, getting into the character of Mr. Gidari, in my opinion, it wasn't too much of a problem because I could hold a cutlass, a punya, we would call that punya, right? And I could work the land, and I felt comfortable in that role. But as I was saying to someone else a short while ago, you know, whenever you have a character to work, you look at their backstory. You try to see where did that character come from. Okay?
Motivation.
Yes, and you know, you find out more about him through the lines of the story. And many people would look towards Mr. Gidari in this movie that will be shown in a short while. Because they would have studied the book Green Days by the River 50 years ago when Michael Anthony wrote it. Okay? And there is a lot of expectations from all the members of the cast. And I think, personally, they are in for a treat.
Roy he's very quiet, he doesn't say as much, but I think it's because Leonard picks on him, so he doesn't say anything. Yeah, so he's always around, but he doesn't say anything. Okay. You know, you always have that friend. Yeah, he's that friend.
Okay. So you didn't have a lot of lines to learn?
Oh, that was the best part. I just had to show up to work. Yeah, but it's actually much harder to not say anything than to say anything.
Because you still have to emote,
yeah,
you know, while you're in the scene.
And be into all this conversation, and yeah.
And can you also tell me you all are still in a very close-knit group?
Yeah, we still have a WhatsApp group and we talk like every night.
Every night? Wow.
Right. You know, obviously you'll stop talking for like a week or so, it dies down, but yeah, it's been almost a year. It's been a year and it's still going.
We're here with Che Rodriguez, who plays the character of Palami. Yes. All right, and tell us about Palami.
Well, Palami is really a very good father. In the movie, he is the one that shapes and guides his son Shell, because he recognizes that his son is growing up, will be growing up without a father because he knows he's going to die, and he doesn't want to leave him unarmed. So he tries to arm him with all the necessary knowledge, skills, abilities, the ability to think things out. He tries to give him that before he dies, and it's the work of a father who really cares. As you know, in the Caribbean, people always criticize fathers. In this movie, we have a good father.
A positive father role model.
Positive father.
All right. Tell us about the character.
Malami is a strong woman who is very protective of her family. She loves her husband and she's concerned about her son, and she works very hard to keep those family values together and to keep her family on the right track. Yes.
All right, and we're here with Sudai Tafari, who is playing Shelley, the main lead. Tell me about the experience playing this character.
It was an amazing experience at first, and everybody asked me if it was a challenge. No, it was not, because you find new ways to learn your lines. I mean, every scene, so it was quite easy and an amazing experience.
Okay. What is it like going back to 50 years ago?
Very awkward because of the clothes. I'm not used to it, but I mean, I learned a lot of stuff and it was amazing.
I'm hearing that the cast, you all stay, you all tight knit, you all have WhatsApp group and still in touch.
Yeah, well, yeah, everybody stays connected, and we stay as connected as possible, so that link doesn't pop. So everybody's cool.
All right, and we're here with Colonel Alexander, who plays the character of Joe. All right, Colonel, tell me about the character Joe.
Well, Joe is a more outgoing person in my ways. When they called me to play this character and I did the review of him, I was like, well, that was secondary school me, because Joe is more of the girls man and things, so I'm more about,
You're not a girls man, Colonel? Not anymore.
Well, my girlfriend is here, so
we don't want to get you in trouble.
Yeah, but Joe, I felt really comfortable playing Joe, bringing character to life. It wasn't that hard for me. So when it was I got the part for the movie Green Days, I sat there, I read the scripts and stuff, and I came. I said, you know what? Delivering full 100, because Joe has to be one of the greatest characters you ever saw. Now bring Green Days back to life from 50 years ago. So yeah.
Okay, and we're here with the director of Green Days by the River, Michael Mulida. Michael, how are you feeling? I mean, this is your big night for your big baby.
Yeah. This is our baby, so we're very excited. Can't wait for everybody to see it. Everybody come out, everybody looking beautiful, dress up, even me. So we're excited, definitely.
And have you been eating, sleeping, and breathing Green Days for like the past year?
Past year, since 2014, I've been in 1952. Yeah, no, for real. That's what's been going on. Yeah.
And was it challenging recreating? I mean, this 50 years ago.
Yeah, anybody who does production in Trinidad and Tobago will know how challenging it is. So it's extremely hard to get quality product done. But I think we did something, and hopefully everybody enjoyed it. But it's very hard. It's I put on 10 pounds, so let's say it's that hard.
I thought you lost 10 pounds.
Nah,
like stress eating.
It was the stress. It was so much stress because you just don't sleep and you just eat anytime. That's like what's really happened. So yeah.
Okay. And tell me, what does it mean for you as a director bringing this seminal work to life?
Much like the character in the film is a coming of age. So also like this is my coming of age, meaning I had to make those steps if I want to have a career in filmmaking. So it's definitely for me a big deal, and I trying to step into making more movies, and because it's what I want to do, make films. So it's a very important step. Okay,
and what about Mr. Anthony has a number of other works. Any other works you think could get the film treatment?
Yeah, we have had discussions like that, but what we want to do is assess the data of this one, and then we'll see how we're moving forward. But we know we can make movies, we know we can make the films. Now it's a matter of funding and getting the stuff. You know what I mean? So definitely have a lot of opportunities that come with this, and opportunities we're looking forward to.
And tell me the importance of seeing our stories up there on the film.
It's part of our culture. So to create an ideology of a nation and really understand who we are, you have to see ourselves to analyze ourselves. It's actually one of the most important things to like nation building, because that's why. So the American dream didn't happen by they're just coming up with it. They sold it through their movies, and so that American dream, it comes from their films. That's why people even know how to mention it, and that's why we think of it. So you have to understand it like that. What we put in our movies, we can have that Trinidadian dream or what we pitch out there. So it's a very real thing. This is what helps mold our minds. And so I aware of that, and that's why I set back to 1952 before Green Days before Trinidad and Tobago was independent. I started the storytelling from then, and we could take it forward.
Okay, all right. So Michael, all right. So that's it from the launch of Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival 2017 and the premiere of Green Days by the River. All right. As you see, everybody is heading in, so we're gonna go check out the movie, and we're gonna tell you about it a little later. All right. Okay. So thank you so much for joining us here on Movieville on GT Network. All right, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.